Welcome everyone to another 33rd Regiment historical battle. And we are deep in the Prussian campaign of 1806. And here we are on stage 1. Stage 1, rearguard at SCHLIEZ. On October the 9th, French troops clashed with the Prussian Saxon division near the village of SCHLIEZ. In time, however, it becomes clear that the Bernadotte's First Corps vastly outnumbers the Allied division, so they begin to withdraw. As an aggressive pursuit ensues, headed by Murat's cavalry, one Prussian battalion finds itself pinned between the French cavalry behind and the infantry in front. They must fight for their very survival as they are attacked on all fronts. So, let's see what these fellows are up to. As you can see, a great turnout. 109 versus 56. Oh, God. Or perhaps not so much for the French. Things are a little bit off their side, but hey-ho. Let's see who these fellows are. It's the 33rd, Marksman Raymond. So these fellows... There is Colonel Spoons. And Mercenary Falk. So, they're taking pot shots at the enemy. And you can see it's the Prussians. And here are the French. Forcing them back. The QRB, the Queen's Regiment. The Queen's Royal Brigade. The CSM Burns. I'm just going to turn that game sounds volume down a little bit. So there's Mercenary Artemis. And here is Rouen from the 70th. You can see these guys making their way back. Now, who could this be? More French supporting the team. Here is the 2EC, Colonel Claude Etienne, with the other members of the 2EC. Look at this, taking pot shots. Lovely stuff. And you can see more of the QRB working together with other members of the QRB lines. So, Prussians are out in the field. And they're moving. Here we are, the 28th, Clive Andrews, the captain. And the lads firing on the enemy. The fire going in. Brutal fire. Look, oh, look at this. Oh, it's the 3PP. Wonderful drilling. Okay, maybe not. From the 3PP, sharpshooter. And Moon Tour, Invitational Moon Tour, having a little bit of a problem there. Just about to be retired, I think. And the QRB... Oh, heavens above. That's not good for the 96Y. Oh, look at this. Oberst Space himself. The spaceman. And here you can see the Swiss First. And over here supporting the 33rd. Oh, dear. Major Kincaid seems to have tripped over his shoelaces and stabbed himself in the testicles. And he's fallen off the server. So we can see now, it looks like the VG are tackling. Yeah, here we are. Seeing lots and lots of murderizing and bayonet-y fun going in. So we'll just have to wait and see how it all turns out for them. Look at this, the cavalry section of the REARGUARD. Don't they look handsome? Antoine. And let's have a look. Jean Mercier. There, look at this. There they are. Under the command of Lepage, leading the members of the REARGUARD forward. Oh dear. Except up to the point where poor old Lepage got murdered horribly. Jumped by a bunch of Prussians. That can't be good. Oh dear. So, bit of trouble there. As Volpe gets murdered. Now, let's see who's remaining over here. Kugelfang of the LGY. And there's Trooper Rame of the 33rd Cavalry. Along with Invitational Bastard Aeneas. What a fine name, sir. We hail your bastardy. Now, that's not to say that he might be a difficult person to deal with. Or he might be a man who was born out of wedlock. It's difficult to say. So... let's go and have a look here with the 33rd. And that fine drilling coming in from these boys. Oh, goodness, it's the QRB. And they're continuing to fire back, supported on that flank by the 70th. Let's have a look around. Here in the form of the Prussians come the 28th. Fagram Arsman, Charles Gordon, and there's, yes, Viking, or Wiking. I would say Viking. Listen to that, the battle cry from the Prussians. And one Prussian who appears to be slightly lost. Poor old Recruit Wool. He's lost his mates. Is now moving up to support them. Here they are. Speedy Gonzalez, recruit of the 96Y. And here is Kremik. And there is Tim Jab of the 65Y, reforming the lads, getting them back together. As you can see, a little bit of a technical problem there. Out comes the Sabre. As recruit CK is ready for the off. Now I was about to say that's very ambitious, hiding behind trees, trying to hide an entire regiment behind it. So let's have a look around, see what else we can find. Oh, look at this, double lines of... Oh, every time you see the VA Guard in action. Okay, sorry, Le Prince. Interrupted the fusillade of rifle fire or musket fire for his imminent demise. It's always well drilled, well timed, and a pleasure to see. And Kugelfang appears to be severely lost. So now they're breaking and attacking as they got taken down, quite a few of them, by the 33rd. Now CK's in there with what looks like a cavalry sabre. Didn't do him much good. Down he goes. Now, let's see. Oh, dear. And a team kill onto Gros Bernard. Or Bernard, I should say. So the VA Guard moving out. Bloody but not bowed. Chef Lacoz, the sergeant. Oh, goodness. Oh, look at that. Down goes Lacoz. Oh, that's really bad. And this is going to be a knotty situation for VA Guard. As down goes another, down goes Jean Mercier. The last standing man, Alexandre. Oh dear, look at this, he's fighting so hard. He's got a... Oh, that fine stab going in there from Alexandre. Oh, look at this. Come on, Alex, can he do it? 4v1. And he's... Oh, goodness me. Forced a team kill. Only then to fall. So, the VA Guard is no more. And here we are with the 32nd. Rifles working together. And you can see here certain capture areas. And here we're in with the 3PP. Cadabra. And there is Viking. Watching everyone. Keeping an eye. And Durgons. So, let's have a look at our numbers. What? Okay. It probably looks a little strange, there's only one dead, but that's because, obviously, it's a capture the flag situation. Oh my goodness, there's going to be a crash! Oh my goodness! It's a crash, a mass crash of Prussians. Napoleonic Wars traffic accident, an NTA. Very bad. So, there is the 28th. Supported on their right flank by the 32nd. Was that Mr. Purple Cow? It was! Marksman Purple Cow, no less. The most purple of all the cows. As the fire comes down from those fellows into the members of the QRB there. And the 2EC, Joseph Bertha. There's Claude, the Colonel. He's going to try and find a sneaky roundabout route to get to the enemy. As the bullets continue to rattle around the camera. As Clive Andrews of the 28th is moving out. And you can see his quarry up ahead. They're now forming into a line. This could be a very nasty situation for his enemy. It is the 2nd Fusiliers. David Fawcett. No time for toilet humour. An invitational ball, sorry. And Cadet Guizmo taking a bullet coming in. As down goes Space. Trooper fiddles, it will be fiddling no more. As the 28th cut down members of the 2E. And Bastien Blanchard, recruit of the VG artilleryman. Oh, goodness me! What's going on there? Oh, horrendous team killing occurring right there. Oh, that can't be good. We got a bit of horsey fun coming in from Antoine. You can see here from the... Oh, down goes Horsey. And down goes Antoine. And the Prussians have defended the fort. And we move on to the next stage. And we return with stage number 2. Stage 2. Action at SAALFELD. Underestimating the strength of the French corps approaching, Prince Louis Ferdinand of Prussia deploys his forces with their back to the River Saale on the 10th of October. Marshal Lannes swiftly takes advantage of the blunder and attacks the enemy positions in force. You can see here making their way out from the small town across the river. Cavalry. And forces. The lines streaming out from this location. Look at this, the Prussians making their way across the wooden bridge. Flag held high. Let's see what else is going on, shall we? Because I'm not sure my volumes are correct. But we'll wait and see how it goes. Yes, 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 all right. So, let's see, shall we? As I turn myself up just that little bit. Because I want to be able to sort of, you know, have conversational talk. Or maybe even be very quiet. And still be able to hear it on the recording. So, let's have a look. Who was these fine fellows in their black Prussian? Janosnewski, Major General. Look at this, of the AGY. There's Kugelfang. And at the back is Nick Starr. Looking devilishly handsome indeed. And look at this as the Prussians get themselves arranged. As the French immediately start engaging these Prussians. As here is Ensign Max moving the members of the 33rd over. There's Recruit Renfield. Always think of Count Dracula when I hear the name Renfield. Ensign Max. Oh dear, a few guys taking bullets. Nasty, nasty bullets coming in. And now you can see another line of Prussians moving up the 96Y. There, a few of them are going to be taking some shots. They're going to go for a double line. Let's see if they can get that together quick enough. The bullets coming in. Look at this lovely double line from the 96Y. So, space is not yet dead. So, needless to say, something needs to be done about that. Who are these fellows? The 2EC. Pierre Henry. Oh, God. Down goes poor old Zeman. Sorry, correction. I think that was Bertha. Joseph Bertha is no more. And Claude staying out of trouble, and you can see firing back at the forces. We move over to the right-hand flank, and here is the 3PP. Sharpshooter and some drumming. Look at this. Coming in from Graham and Stazek, and flag being held by Jacob Mikkel. Always a pleasure to see. Now, who are these fellows here? Lent Cold Cheese. And here, the other members of the 2DE. There's Debekas. And now, the cavalry roams. The REARGUARD cavalry. Down goes Caporal Lebihan. Wow. Glorious stuff. Look at these fire coming in from these guys. In a reloading situation right now. Waiting. Try and get that all-important volley of fire from the Prussians. The 3PP taking pot shots at the French. Look at that for a volley. Fantastic stuff from the 32nd. With, of course, Mr. Cow on the end there. There's Cadet Beyond. There's Recruit Rohan. Terminal Lance. Herem. Orwinick. Pain Mace. There's a name we recognise. And Diamond 63. So plenty of fun and games going on with those guys. Oh, goodness. There's bayonetti fun occurring over here, boys and girls. What bayonetti goodness is occurring, we wonder. Well, currently they're being circled by the VA Guard cavalry. Oh dear, and there's a man walking backwards. That's not going to be good. Antoine defending himself against multiple Prussians. Fine stab! And down he goes, and he forced a couple of team kills in there as well. Oh dear, that could have been very unfortunate as Oliver dies horribly. I think we just lost Antoine as well. And Jean Mercier. Never mind. And these fine fellows from the 33rd. Waiting for the off. So we can find some more action here. The Swiss 5E. There's Drassen. And there he is himself. The man. The legend. It's Oberst Space. Hey, there's a Swiss 5E. There's old friend Dommy. Who else is in here? There's Hawking. There's Blade. And Frucht. Uncle Gerald. What a great name. Cadet Blade. Oh, it's French Monk. Oh, French is in there as well. So we've got to keep an eye out for French. As his habit of catching bullets and cannonballs with his face will probably continue. So, all under the command of the erstwhile Oberst Space. So, looks like the VA Guard are getting into a little bit of a battle. We move over to the QRB. We're currently following Cheese. As you can see, he's been sliced a little bit. But he's still alive. Who's this in the centre here? And here is Giovanni from the 3PP. And there's Stasek. Down he goes, killed by a torpedo head, sneaky fellow of the 33rd. Not so sneaky anymore. Currently dead as a doornail. So, the Prussians continue to move across the field. 28th, Luke Valentine. And you can see them being engaged by the enemy. And here you can see 32nd Major Hugo. And Herem. And of course, Pain Mace. So you can see they're at a distance here. So they're trying to make use of the cover that the hills provide. So, standing down in that sort of, not depression, but sort of dip in the ground, means that they can get a little bit more cover from the bullets that will be coming in. They won't be standing up on the side of a hill, which basically just makes them prone to being shot at. And so Clive now getting the boys together. Let's have a look at the numbers. So 56 versus 55. So it's all pretty equal right now between the French and the Prussians. So let's see. Cavalry on the hill. Look at that. Doesn't that look glorious? Oh dear, it looked like the 33rd. The 33rd and the VG are having a little bit of a punch-up. Oh, heavens. Down goes a horsey. Oh, dear, he got absolutely brutalised. Poor old Trooper Ace. As Legrand manages to catch a bullet from Private Mountain. So I'm guessing this will be the VA Guard. It is. And there's the all charge. And there's Graham in with the 3PP. And now you're going to see a melee battle. And I have to say I've been playing quite a bit of melee with members of the 77Y, getting into the detail of melee in Napoleonic Wars and all the various facets. And it just makes me appreciate melee even more, to be honest. As down goes Luke Valentine. And you can see down goes Josh as well. Oh dear. Mass murdering occurring here. Who has the advantage? 28 and 25. So right now the Prussians just have the advantage. As Dar Ninja, Fusilier, ex-Fusilier. And here, Second Lieutenant Debicas of the 1st. You can see now they're finishing off the remainders. There's Kramer trying to flag him to death. Zebel from this 96Y. Now, no longer. Hoodie, currently running backwards. Down goes Little Duck. Down goes French Monk. Poor old French. As we're looking at Private Mountain defending from the onslaught of the French hordes. Down goes Looker. And more, look at this. Mountain defending himself till finally murdered in the final blood frenzy. And there's a man doing something very strange to a flag. We'll move on to the next round. And welcome to Stage 3. Stage 3, the Battle of AUERSTADT, Defence of the HASSENHAUSSEN. With the morning fog broken and the arrival of another Prussian division under Marshal Blücher, the French troops fall back to the village of HASSENHAUSSEN. Its low walls and buildings will have to serve as an effective defence against the overwhelming Prussian forces massing to attack. So here we have the French spawn. Some fine drumming occurring, getting set up. Look at that, there's a lot of French people here. There's Corporal Martin of the Suisse. Who's this getting set up over here? There's space. Defenders have the right to move freely about the village. Now that's going to make defending difficult because obviously you're going to have certain areas where the enemy can sneak around, open areas as well. So it's going to require quite a determined defense and organised defense by the enemy. And so firing in the charge and reloading in the charge is permitted. Look at this. They're already hungry for the kill as the Prussians are moving in, courtesy of the 33rd. Recruit Mountain Bladist. Well, he's definitely on the right game. And there's Sneaky Fellow. McMarlow. Zales. Last Man. Private Douglas. As in they go. Let's follow them into the charge. Got to watch out for that naughty shot. Going for a quick kill. Now they're forcing the French to push back. And we're watching Koulos as he's going up against multiple Frenchmen. Down goes one. Down goes another. Prussians being felled. As the flag is quickly picked up. The tricolour by space. And now he's got to try and keep the lads focused and together. As Prussians are everywhere. Look at that fine stabbing going on. And now he's under attack from multiple locations. As Last Man is defending himself. But sadly for him, was unsuccessful. And here in the main square, it's all kicking off. Look at this. Holy crap. This is mad. Oh dear, he's on the floor. It's Bono Killer, killer of all Bonos. No bad thing in my... Oh, look at that. Fine kill on the horse and then a fine murderization. Coming in onto Boy. Going after another man. Oh, shot in the bottom. And down he goes. So you can see the main square being defended. There's Jacquelot from the artillery of the VA Guard, overwhelmed by the forces. Here, of course, the man himself, Cheese. Lieutenant Colonel currently cheesing it in the opposite direction. No, he's cheesing it towards the enemy. Always a good thing. As now he is reloading what is known as the most ineffectual pistol in online gaming. If you don't manage to shoot yourself in the head with it, it's a testament to your ability. And so the defences, Lepage and the VA Guard, fighting to the last man behind the stony defences, trying to keep everyone focused, organised. That's not a good place to stand there. Oh, the KO. It's only a matter of time before you catch a bullet. That's what's going on up here. There's Crazy H from the 70th, standing in the place where that was pretty much guaranteed. So, more French coming in. There's Etienne. As he gets into a safer place amongst his troops and friends and faction members. Oh dear. No more horse for him. So now you can see the forces attacking. Sergeant Major Rick there from the QRB first. Going in for that stab. Goes to reach around, ducks back in the opposite direction. His enemy is killed in front of him. Now he's got to check those houses. Has nice barge to the floor by the enemy cab, or the friendly cab I should say. Another one barge to the floor, goes in for the stab, but he gets blocked on the floor. That was a fine block. Who was that? Oh, that was Zeeble, but sadly Zeeble could not overcome the eventual bayonet-y fun of the Frenchman. As we make our way through, we've lost Cheese. Murdered by Legrand. Poor Cheese. They say cheese is bad for you. Well, it definitely was for him. And we just lost Cadet Baby Seal. I hope nobody clubbed him to death. That would be a tad unfortunate. Oh my goodness. How the hell do you spell that name? Polsky Polak P11 or PL123. Good God, what a name and a half. That's the kind of name that's going to end up with my tongue in a flipping truss. But never mind. The 32nd Cadet British. And following up with Major Hugo. Now they're going to jump over the wall and get involved with the punch-up in the centre. There's Antoine working together with R. Cole from the 3PP and Viking. Oh, fine kill by Francois Costa. Let's see what happens. Because now they're making their way around the side of the wall. Viking going in. Oh, dear. Now we're looking at Albert Henway recruit. Correction. Currently lying down on the job. Now he's got the red mist. He's going after that horsey that barged him. And just as he aims at his enemy aims back at him. And kills him with a fine shot. Corentin. Fine shot indeed, sir. So, as you can see, still all to play for. 87 versus 77. So, a certain amount of lives going on here. As he hits the mic very professionally. Well done. Look at this. The kill feed. It's horrible. It's murderous. Here is Tim Jab from the 96Y. Look at this. The bayonet-y fun, the stabby goodness that is occurring in this village today. Who's that idiot on a horse? It's Curlo. Who's fifing? Who fifes in the middle of a battle? Oh, it's Stazek. Fine fifing while loading. And he's going to defend himself from an attack by a horseman. He backs up to a safe location so he can fife in peace. Recruit Rohan looking for targets. Recruit Rohan found a target. Sadly, he was it. Spanish Owl. As the French have defended the fort. And we move on to the next stage. And so here we are. On stage number 4. Stage 4, the Battle of Jena, NEY'S offensive. At the same time as the engagement at HASSENHAUSSEN, the Battle of Jena begins to slowly take shape. With his flanks secured, Napoleon slowly moves the other divisions across the river Saale and into his centre. Ney, however, with his troops in position, early attacks the Prussian line prematurely and quickly finds himself isolated without support. The Prussians waste no time in taking advantage of his plight, enveloping his division on all sides. In a desperate attempt to survive, the French form a rough square and hope to hold out until reinforcements arrive. Well, vive indeed. The guys getting set up. Fine drumming coming in from Rebellion K, Lance Bombardier of the 32nd. Good stuff indeed. David Fawcett moving out. And there, Fredericus of the 96. And who's this playing peekaboo? It's the 28th. And that's some ambitious shooting, I will say. Let's look at this. Cavalry making its way through the bushes. There's Fiddles. Look at that. A face only a mother could love. And at the back is the bastard himself. So here's Goose from the QRB. Now, Fawcett keeping the boys close. 96Y supporting along this long line. And look at this. Oh, goodness me, of course. It had to be the VA Guard on one side and the 32nd on the other. Doesn't this look beautiful? Down go a few members of the VA Guard. The 32nd are waiting. The VA Guard get another kill in. Down goes Port LePage. Killed by the sword of the cavalry. The cavalry comes sliding in through the back here. Down he goes onto the floor. Look at that. Fantastic stuff. Fine volleying work. Oh my goodness. Jumping Prussians come flying in over the wall. Douglas drumming it up a storm. Professional level drumming right now. Look at this. Oh, boom. So, and the drumming's come to an end. Oh, musicians get no love in Napoleonic Wars. So, the 96 with Fredericus. Now they're in danger. They've got to be careful because they're going to get their flanks attacked. There's Alex. Correction, there was Alex. And up on the far left-hand side, there is Robespierre. Robespierre. Here's Zerba. And Zemen. And Bambino. Tagar. Major Futile. Pro 100 Pro. I think he might be Pro. And the Sorter. And there's Tim Jab at the other end. Now look at this. A veritable lineup of French taking down as many of the cavalry as they can while remaining behind the protection of the wall. There's Caro Pink. Reminds me of a name of a female player I used to play charts with called Caro. Wonderful girl she was. And there is Cheese. Now let's see. As we fly over to the Prussians. Out in the field, they're in an exposed position. The 2E with Spanish Owl. There's Doobie. There's a person we haven't seen for a while. Always a pleasure to see the Doobs. And now you can see Space moving out and leading the members of the Swiss away from the veritable killing zone that has been that area in the field. So Ruslan making his way out. Oh my goodness, darn Ninja's out. He's in a bush. And he got stabbed in the bottom for his trouble. It's Mercenary Falk. Not only is he a mercenary, but he's a recruit invitational mercenary. No messing around here. It's Falk doing a fine spin to try and take out the enemy. Get that all-important block as his enemy goes in, so you can go for that quick attack off the back of the block. There we go, look at that fine deflection coming in, and a stab into the side, and a 3-man kill. One after another, Falk with a fine kill spree. Uh-oh. That was Snafu. Poor Snafu is no more. He's snafu'd. As here is William Newcity, Grenadier of the 28th. Clive Andrews, the captain of the 28th. Getting the boys back together while they mop up the remaining Prussians in all sides. And there you can see the 2E. There's the 2EC. The 96Y. And here, the 32nd. Yeah, who are these fellows? Yeah, had a feeling with well lined up like that and firing together. Yeah, it's normally the VA Guard. So, there's things afoot out here in the field. Including a Frenchman about to get stabbed in the bottom. Fagger Marsman fighting it out against Sneaky Fellow, who is now Dead Fellow. You can see these guys covering or staying by the edge of the hedges so they can protect their location. Now they're fighting through the hedges with a fine stab into flash comms. And CK taking a pot shot, but sadly failing. And so the VA Guard now moving out as cavalry on their left flank taking a bit of fire. They immediately repurpose themselves. Look at that, into a circle, an anti-cav circle. Wow. Gotta love the drilling. Oh dear, LePage murdered by a drive-by. A drive-by horsing. Oh, poor LePage must have turned his back and got a sabre across the neck for his troubles. Never mind. So now the French move out after the casualties they've taken in this central area. This is the VA Guard is piling up the bodies in this cobbled street, dropping as many Prussians like Luca as they can find. Look at them all charging into the battle. Down go multiples. Look at that. It looks glorious, doesn't it? And fine shooting coming in from the guys on both sides, and the French have defended the fort. Wow. And here we are on the next stage. Stage 5, the Battle of Jena, skirmish lines. With Ney's division saved by the arrival of Marshal Long, a steady firefight ensued without either side appearing to gain an advantage. Both sides deployed large amounts of skirmishers to screen their main forces. So, let's see. Let's find Kincaid. He's here somewhere. So the French getting set up. Here are the Prussians. That must be him, it is. So France has to form a double column to his right. Oh goodness, how's that going to work? Oh no, that's Comms, who's at the other end. So, not sure what these guys are doing. Oh, there we go. Spoons is now moving with the lads. Oh, God. Some fine drumming work from the Prussians here. Private Douglas and Mountain Bladist. '98 versus '99. Pretty good. Look at that. Lovely stuff indeed. Major Footy. So the Prussians are getting ready to advance. So here they go. Going to be a little bit of delay, as you would always expect with things on the Tinternet. Man with a torpedo. Oh, it's Tabington. So it looks like they're getting a little bit blocked up there, maybe. Ensign Pain Mace. And Prussians holding on the left. Do they see their quarry is the question. There's a lot of holding on the left going on here. Almost getting too close to the horse butt, but never mind. And waiting for them is the French. Colonel Lepage on the horse. Here's Lieutenant Flashcombs. Don't they look handsome, a lot of them? There's space at the other end. So they've got to sort out their spacing. Here they go. Doobie up here on the far left. Look at this, spreading out. Fight, fight, fight! Oh dear. So, looks like they're spreading their numbers out. Look at that. A double line. Looking wonderful. So, the VG have done it. There we go. Oh dear, they got a casualty already. Never mind. Might have been cheese. And there on the hill, you can see the Prussians. Let's see. Oh, hello. Artemis. Oh, so they're doing fire by rank. So the first rank fires, and the second rank advances, fires, goes down on one knee, first rank, then advances. There we go. So it's just a matter of getting them into the right position. And these guys doing well, trying to stay in the right position. And it's difficult to organise. Oh goodness, what's going on over here? Some people have gone merc. And over here on one side, the second, the first here, the Swiss. And there is Frucht. Baby Seal, Uncle Gerald, Volpe, Rage, and of course our friend, Mr. French Monk. And look at this, the Prussians are coming. Montgomery Jack's on the way. Double stabbing. And down goes Jax. Clive Andrews now fighting for his life. Fine stab, sir. And massively diddled with those bayonets. As the firer rank advancing. Oh dear. Major Feuty picking up one of the rifle muskets. Oh dear. Hearing murder occurring all over the place. As these guys continuing to move forward. The VA Guard. The flag being held by Jakob Mikol of the 3PP. So here they are. The line's now forming. Looking at the French below us. The Prussians over there. Let's see what happens. This could be brutal. This could be very brutal indeed. A few bodies still littering the fields. Oh, that was a random shot there coming out. That was naughty. Maybe punished for that. We'll have to wait and see. Sections from the right to commence firing. Look at that. Oh, goodness me. Oh, the fire, the battle, the bullets, and in they go charging. Doesn't that look fantastic? In they go. Cut down as they charge in, and now the Prussians break an attack. Look at that. That kill feed, with of course the standard team kills we've always come to expect from Napoleonic Wars. Wouldn't be Napoleonic Wars without the team killing. There's Luca. Oh, fine. Drumming continuing from Shawking. Seems to be silent drumming. So, Space has survived. Wow, how is this possible? Space has survived? What is this witchcraft? Let's watch. Good heavens, there we go. The order of the universe has been restored. Space has died. Poor Space. There's Paymace and Rebellion K, Lance Bombardier, fighting. Down goes Paymace, and down goes Rebellion K, stabbed in the bum. Ouch. As now, look at that, El Paso. Goodness me, the drumming continues. Drumming to the end. You can see them fighting. There's Debicast going in for the stab. El Parkero. Look at this, fine work indeed. Gets hit once, gets stunned. Until finally killed by Luca. And we move on to the next stage. And here we are on the final stage. Stage 6, the Battle of Jena, the final push. The short lull in the engagement prolonged by the skirmishings allows Napoleon to move all of his divisions into place to effect his final decisive manoeuvre. With a strong presence on the flanks, he only needs to hit the Prussian army from both flanks and the centre to win the day. His centre, however, has already been engaged for many hours. Will they be able to hit the Prussian centre with enough momentum to break them? So, there's a little duck and Duflos. Bit of horn work going on. This could be the REARGUARD cavalry. It is. With Auguste Curlot in charge. So, the French. There's Le Prince. And here, the QRB, the first. Now, let's see. As they're now moving out. At the back of the REARGUARD. There's some fine horn work coming in. Antoine blowing his horn as the mass numbers of the French army move onto the battlefield. Captain Kimmy of the 3PP making their way past the camera, holding onto that flag. Jakob Mikol and Pan Stasek is the fifer. So, let's see what they plan. Now, where is their enemy? Aha, look at this. Could this be enemy cav? Or could it be something else? Could be cavalry on cavalry action any second. But there, look at that, the French. In on one flank by the looks of it. And there you can see on the horizon, forces waiting to attack. In comes the fire. Let's see who these fellows are. It's the 33rd. Recruit Renfield. And Salzar as well. And they're looking to maybe get a nasty little kill or a hit or at least some damage onto the enemy. Mountain Bladist with fine fifing skills. No-handed fifing. Look at that. That takes talent. So, looks like 33rd moving out. Here is Terminal Lance. And it looks like the members of the 32nd under Major Hugo are making their general direction, following the cavalry if they can. So, let's see. Oh, goodness me. Down goes Volpe and Uncle Gerald. So let's see who these fellows are who are engaging. Could it be the 32nd? It's the 33rd. Wololo and Recruit CK in there. Moving forward as the Queen's Royal Brigade taken down some of their numbers. And the 2EC. Oh dear, could this be the REARGUARD? No, it's the Swiss. Currently under attack is Skelly. Oh, barge to the floor. Oh dear. Not looking good for those defenders. Here's Tick. He's just been popped. Luca from the 2nd. And now you can see the Drassen making a run for it, understandably so. To the loving arms of the defence here. Of the 2nd Fusiliers. And here you can see the 2EC continuing to fire. And now getting in for a little bit of stabby goodness. Over here on their right flank is supported by the Queen's Royal Brigade. And also the 2nd Fusiliers. Napoleon Val And down goes Berto. A team kill from the chef. He's just been killed by the chef. If that wasn't a criticism of his cooking skills, I don't know what is. So the 32nd with Terminal Lance, and in the centre, Pain Mace. Look at this. A wall or a line of spikes from the enemy, or from the guys here, defending their position. As down goes the horse of Jean Mercier, or Mercier. Oh my goodness, we're with Fizz Major from the 3PP. So these guys moving out, we're in an all-charge situation. And there's, oh my goodness, there's a sailor. Cadet Guizziamo of the 2nd Fusiliers. Ahoy, sailor. And all that. And ironically enough, the sailor went down very quickly. So, yeah, we'll gloss over that bit. What's going on here? It's Polski, Polak, 1, 2, 3. As I completely assassinate his name. So, Rebellion K and Lance Bombardier of the 32nd making his way out. Getting towards the melee combat in the centre. Duffman. Looking for that all-important first stab. Hopefully not into a teammate. As Hoodie goes down. As Duff goes in for that all-important first attack. He's got to go in. Oh, he gets a nice turning slice as well. That push in and then turn so you get the catch on the side. Very nasty indeed. So, oh goodness, what's going on there? Oh, fine stab, sir. And another attack. And a fine block by his enemy. Look at that. The lovely shot into poor old Chaffman. Or Duffman, I should say. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the 1806 Prussian campaign, hosted by the 33rd Regiment. My thanks to, of course, the 33rd Regiment for organising it. And, of course, to every single regiment that attended. You guys make these events what they are. Thank you, and good night. Stage 5, the Battle of Jena, skirmish lines. With NEY'S division saved by the arrival of Marshal Law, a steady firefight ensues. Oh, bollocks ass. Stage 6, the Battle of Jena, the final push. The short lull in the engagement prolonged by the skirmishing allows Napoleon to move all of his divisions into place to effect his final decisive manoeuvre. With the strong present on the flanks, he can only... Oh, Jesus. Oh, Christ all fucking mighty.